everyone, welcome back. So I'm trying to debate on how to get started on voyage 18 and what to do for voyage 18. But I thought right now would be a good time to update some of the credit cards. As happened in a previous video I had talked about, our car broke down and we had a variety of repairs that were done on that. And then we had some family members that had medical stuff that went on, so we had to visit some family members unexpectedly. And then I had some dental work done that wasn't cheap either. So we did have a increase in some of our credit cards. And I thought I might just go ahead and just put out our balances right now and we'll start from that point. So basically there is our smaller city card. We have $5,144.66 on that, and that is at a 28.49%. And then we have another city, and this one pretty much took a lot of the big expenses that happened recently. It's kind of a big number. It's at $12,911.45. And this is at a 27.24%. And then we also have an American Express, and that is currently at $10,323.02. And this is at a 28.49. Then another big one is a Visa at $9,711.87, and this one's just at 10.15%, so that looks like a much smaller percentage rate on that, which I think is what we're going to probably use this card as far as running expenses through and such. And then we'll still work on that running stuff through the savings account. And I think that is, well, we do have a small target for $276.96. And I think that concludes. Oh, we also still have our balance transfer on our final Discover too, and that's still at $9,185, and that's 0% until September. So that's our final balance transfer we have out there. So what I thought I would do is just kind of update all the numbers as to where things are at right now and get a game plan going. And so I'm thinking, of course, probably the target, and then there's this tiny revolving credit for $247. Probably knock those out. Along with that, we still had that furnace repair for that $300 still outstanding for. So we might probably start with those two. And on a good note, we still have two credit cards that have zero balance, so we're trying really hard to keep them at the zero balance. So I'm thinking probably we'll start working with this Visa card and work things through that. And then one of the targets, of course, would be the smaller items and then the smaller city. And I mean, once you start tackling it, it doesn't look as scary as it could be. So I think a lot of it, I was just kind of not happy that things went backwards, but at the same time, it's life and life happens, and sometimes you just got to accept that things cost a lot, and just have to update yourself and find a plan of action. I think I was kind of froze on stuff until today. I finally kind of unfroze and started writing down numbers and taking a deep breath. And ironically, we've had two paychecks just sitting in the checking account right now, and then there's another paycheck due on Friday. So there's also increase of debt, but there's also an increase of income just sitting in the checking account ready to be dispersed. So And then we also have a tax return too, which I think I'll just keep that tucked into savings for the moment. So anyway, um, please let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you have any thoughts on tackling this and which one you would do first. And if you followed me this far into the video, I think the code word will be yellow, since I'm using a yellow paper today. And please like and subscribe to follow my debt journey. And once again, any questions or comments are welcome. And I am trying to get back into the routine of things. And I think last week was Easter, and then I got overwhelmed by this and realized, you know what? Just grab a piece of paper, work on it, you got it. So, oh, and also we're going to work on car savings, since we know this car won't last forever. So we're going to have a little savings account for our cars. So that is also a future plan. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I will plan on being back next week with a better plan of action, but this is kind of what I'm working with right now. I just wanted to let you know I'm still here, and I'm just trying to figure out what direction to go. But thank you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.